Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Top 8, and this is where we start Best of 5 in our Level 9 Definitive CPU Tournament. Now, what we have today is on the loser side of the bracket, but they comprise the top 8 combatants of the tournament, or I mean, 4 of those combatants are on loser side, 4 of those combatants are on the winner's side of the bracket. And the winner of this matchup will go on to play the loser of Link versus Kazuya. And so far, Byleth has a very commanding lead, but he needs to remember that it is not WoW, as we have that aggressive up-B off stage spike down into the bottom blast zone. But it is not going to be as easy as it has been. You now need to win 3 games in order to progress further. Forward smash doesn't quite connect there for Byleth, and has yet to get a hit on King Dedede since the restock. And of course, since I said that, he manages to land something to do just that. And a mirror comes out, but just gets turned around in the wrong direction there. So a bit of a misplay from Byleth. King Dedede gets the inhale. And gets the inhale again into an up smash, and that is going to even things out. Really nice counterplay from King Dedede, but he needs to keep up that momentum, or Byleth is going to continue to run away with this game. And nice 35 unanswered % off the restock. King Dedede really doing a very good job of providing a lot of pressure to Byleth here. Another neutral B coming out there. Nice Gordo inhale, and an up tilt isn't going to finish things off, but it does put Byleth in a very scary situation. Another up tilt coming out there. That's been causing a lot of problems for Byleth. He hasn't found an answer just yet. And Byleth very far off onto that left-hand blast zone. King Dedede chases out and throws out a forward air to finish things off, and that is 2 unanswered stocks for King Dedede. Nice little up B grab. And miss on the down air there, but still quite a showing there. Now, these combatants are very close in the rankings. We've got number 15 and 13, respectively. And we have that Fail Not coming out to hit that Gordo, but King Dedede able to keep very well away from it. Nice down tilt to up air to finish off that stock, and we are now on the final stock of Game 1 for both combatants. Byleth has 55% that he needs to make up, and that up B to side B combo has just about made up that deficit that he was looking for. Nice get-up attack there from King Dedede. Byleth not quite able to jump over that Gordo, but he does make it back to ledge before getting hit by that. Down tilt from King Dedede does very well. Byleth getting hit up by that Gordo, and King Dedede again chasing his adversary off stage to finish things off with a forward air, and King Dedede taking the early lead here. But the set is still young, and there's plenty of time for us to play out the remainder of these matches, so let's head into Game 2. Byleth on the counter pick to PS2. Very interesting choice for him. I think he wanted to have some more platforms that he's a bit more friendly with, which was interesting because he had a very explosive start off that first set. And the Amir just barely not going to hit there, was a little early on it, or Dedede was more specifically able to space his way around it. Nice reflect on the forward air short hop there from Byleth in order to hit that Gordo back towards King Dedede. Down air coming out from King Dedede doesn't land, but it does provide some shield pressure. And that Gordo inhale has been very problematic for Byleth over the course of this match. King Dedede again going for that fair off stage, but doesn't get anything from it this time around, unfortunately. Up tilt there from Byleth. I think an up smash could have killed, but did not opt for that at that junction. Down tilt gets parried into a forward tilt, and King Dedede has been absolutely insane when it comes to getting those 2 frames with his dash attack. It's got a lot of startup animation to it, but he has proven time and time again over the course of this tournament that he is capable of getting that to land. And Byleth desperately searching for a finishing option on this King Dedede. The neutral air is not going to be it. We have a grab to an up air, and King Dedede has full rage right now that Byleth has to deal with as well. The Aranfar not gonna do it, and King Dedede claiming that second stock again with that forward air off stage. And King Dedede is communicating that he has Byleth figured out. King Dedede getting caught up again in that neutral air, and this time Byleth finally gets the Aranfar to connect, and we are now waiting to see if King Dedede can finish off Byleth's last stock, or if Byleth can rally back and was just taking some time to get a feel of the stage and a better understanding of his opponent. Back air coming out from King Dedede, gets a nice Gordo connection there, and that up B is going to connect off stage, but the spike angle is not harsh enough in order to claim that stock, unfortunately for Byleth. That would have been a really good opportunity for him. Nice up air again coming out from Byleth, and a downward angled forward smash. Not going to be quite what he's looking for. Up tilt, or down tilt, doesn't get any punish off of it, goes for a down smash as Dedede comes back down. And Byleth holding that shield a little bit too long, gets hit by the Gordo and stuck in King Dedede's inhale. And that down B from King Dedede is going to give him a 2-0 lead. And Byleth really pulling at scraps at this point to pull together a run and try to make this set a little bit more to speed, if you will. But we've got to head over to Game 3. Byleth again up for a counterpick. So let's head in and see what happens in what could be the final game of the set. Hollow Bastion. I think I like this counterpick a little bit more for Byleth. It offers a lot more consistency than what he's had in some of the previous matches. But King Dedede seems to have Byleth figured out. 41 unanswered points until just a moment ago off the start of this set. Dash attack from Byleth isn't going to get him a lot out of this interaction, but the Aranfar will. And Byleth trying to keep his distance a little bit more. We've seen him using his early stage of his fail not quite a bit here. And a nice footstool there, but Dedede's going to be able to make it back to the stage. He's been very versatile with that recovery. And King Dedede making a down tilt again and chasing off with the quick draw on that forward air. That has been a favored kill option for him in this set. Byleth able to get the reflect on that Gordo by hitting it back towards King Dedede there. And Dedede's up B not quite going to get him back to stage this time around. So we are even on 2 stocks apiece, which we have not seen since Game 1. Now, Byleth really needs to be more aggressive here, chasing down his opponent, as when he gets aggressive, the King Dedede hasn't had as many answers for it. But the second he bails, he backs off and tries to be a little bit more tactful in his approaches as opposed to overly aggressive, is when King Dedede really turns these things around. That dash attack could have spelled disaster for Byleth, but luckily King Dedede was on the lower edge of the stage as opposed to up on that platform. Nice Gordo coming out there, and it did not mix Byleth up this time around, but that up smash is going to catch Byleth as he drops his shield. And that is going to put Byleth in a position where his tournament run is on the line. Forward air there from Byleth, finally getting some additional chip damage into King Dedede. Gets the up B spike down into the stage, but gets no punish off of it. As a matter of fact, gets hit himself in that exchange. King Dedede gets caught by that forward air again. And the quick inhale from King Dedede to nullify any punishing options that we were seeing from Byleth. Byleth getting around that up B downward strike onto the stage. And King Dedede caught there at the ledge in a rapid jab, not quite going to pick up a kill. Throws out a Gordo and goes deep. Does manage to make it back. Byleth misses the down air punish there. And King Dedede going for that forward air again, but Byleth quicker on the draw with the back air, and does manage to take that second stock off of King Dedede, but is at a 75% deficit that needs to be clawed back. Nice little short hop nair there from King Dedede, that if that forward air would have connected, we would have been in big trouble. A little bit of void damage there for King Dedede as he went a little low on the recovery, but Byleth making it back to stage. gets the up throw, gets the up tilt, and the down tilt coming out from King Dedede is going to send Byleth off the right-hand side. And as we've seen so many times before in this set, King Dedede finishing things off with a forward air. That is 3 unanswered games for King Dedede. That is going to put him in to losers semifinals, and like we said at the beginning of this set, he will be facing off against the loser of Link and Kazuya, and I think I know who that's going to be based off the performance we've seen thus far in this tournament, but that's going to be 2 weeks away, and we still have one more matchup to get to today. So let's pivot over to the second matchup of top 8 and the last matchup of the day. Alright, a very high-octane match for sure to be had here. We have our number 30 seed Pyra Mythra against our number 2 seed in the tournament overall, King K. Rool. And K. Rool has had a lot of high success in this tournament thus far. Mythra chasing King K. Rool very far into the left side of that stage. K. Rool able to make it back, though. He has a quite versatile recovery. Mythra whiffs on the down smash and gets caught up by King Dedede, and she is not going to make it back to that ledge. Very unfortunate misplay there from Pyra Mythra getting caught up in that blunderbuss. Now, as we mentioned in the last match, the winner of that match will go on to face off against Link versus Kazuya, so it's only fitting that I tell you who the winner of this match will have to face, and they will need to face off against the loser between number 17 seed Robin and number 5 seed Ridley. And Ridley has been an explosive combatant to watch in this tournament as well. That being said, King K. Rool has been nothing short of putting on a full show, and unfortunately gets caught in the tail end of the up smash there from Pyra. Goes for the blunderbuss catch through that top platform, doesn't get it unfortunately, and Pyra doing a lot of chase down here against King K. Rool even after that restock. Got that crown coming out as a boomerang. It's caught Pyra Mythra off guard a couple of times. And a nice little lightning buster coming out there from Mythra to provide some additional mix-ups against King K. Rool. And that crown is not going to connect this time around. He is going to make it back to stage, that crown spawning while he was in that void space. Crown is back on stage again as an additional projectile, and an unfortunate air dodge there in the downward direction from King K. Rool is going to result in him losing that second stock, and Pyra Mythra find themselves up. Mythra using a lot of those punishes there with that up B, and it's working for her so far, but King K. Rool is one strong hit away from ending this second stock and causing the last stock situation in this first game, and that forward air is definitely going to do that. At a 48% deficit, we have Mythra coming back out again off of the start of this stock. Her speed can really put you in a bind. Even though she doesn't hit very hard, she can cause a lot of problems with her overall damage scope that she has. King K. Rool looking to make it back to ledge, does so. Pyra, I think, making an appearance and coming down onto that ledge to help contest. Prominence Revolt is not going to connect, but a partially charged forward smash is going to pick up that kill very early. And Pyra Mythra with an early lead here in this set. King K. Rool heading into a counter pick here. We will have to see if he finds a venue that is a little more fitting to his speed and his playstyle. But let's go find that out right now.
3, 2, 1.
So, Yoshi's Story is the decided area for this second match. And Pyra coming out with that smash flare very quick in the start of this match, putting K. Rool up to 40%, an additional hit there from Mythra, going to extend that percent a little bit further. Now, K. Rool, I don't know what his full logic was here. I know the blast ceiling is a little bit lower on Yoshi's Story, but he didn't have problems killing in the last match. He just got caught up a little bit too much with the combos there from Mythra, and then Pyra making an appearance there at the end. So we will just have to see if this pans out in his favor, or if this is kind of a throwaway game, which you really can't afford to do at this stage of the tournament. Up air there from Pyra going to send King Dedede very high, and a nice parry on the last hit of that neutral special from Mythra, or Pyra there. And Mythra getting caught up in all sorts of projectiles off stage, though she does manage to make it back. Blunderbuss coming out, and that secondary hit is going to connect again, but it's not enough to kill there off the stage. King K. Rool just barely managing to hold on with that tech there at the ledge, and both combatants up at a very high percent, 150% for Pyra Mythra, 200% for King K. Rool, and King K. Rool drawing first blood in this tournament in the form of a stock being taken. Nice use of the blunderbuss to cover his retreat back down to that right-hand platform, and Pyra finally getting that forward tilt in to claim that stock and even up the stock count in this second game. Now, K. Rool does have that reflector on his down B, but he has not made use of it as of yet to punish those blazing ends that Pyra has been throwing away. Nice set of jabs there. And Pyra going for that Prominence Revolt, but doesn't get anything out of it, unfortunately. And Mythra coming in to basically even out the stock, or the percent counter, and then gets caught up with the very rare second hit spike of that up smash there. You don't see that hitbox getting hit a whole lot. And that cannonball coming out, though it does not give enough of an opening for Mythra to be caught up in that blunderbuss. That second time around, even from center stage, is going to be more than enough for King K. Rool to pick up that kill, and he now has a stock up, but needs to extend that percent as much as possible in order to prolong this set and his tournament run. Nice use of the blunderbuss there to catch Mythra off guard, and she is unable to make it back to stage. That is going to be a nice turnaround victory from King K. Rool, and we are guaranteed a fourth game, but before that we have to see what Pyra Mythra have for their counter pick for Game 3. So without further ado, let's keep moving through the set. Town and Country. Very interesting choice for Pyra Mythra on this third game, as they had the counter pick advantage there. And it will probably serve to their benefit more than it will King K. Rool. So I do like this pick from Pyra Mythra, because King K. Rool has been making very good use of those platforms in that first match and even the second one. So having a bit of some randomness that will need to be accounted for is a good choice from Pyra Mythra for sure. Now, King K. Rool looking for a finishing blow early on here. Doesn't get it with that blunderbuss, but that has been a favored move of his throughout the tournament as a whole. And a foresight spot dodge into an up smash there onto King K. Rool is going to cause problems for him. A couple of up airs coming out there from Mythra, but that forward air from King Dedede as the punishing option is going to put her in a tricky position. And King K. Rool rolling back into that blazing end, not the move you want to see. Neutral air does connect, but it doesn't get any finishing blow onto King K. Rool there. Nice little jab there from that right-hand side of the stage, but not nearly enough power to pick up that kill. On the other hand, Pyra is going to pick up that KO from center stage with a forward smash, and a nice foresight again coming out from Mythra. She's been very good at getting those to connect over the course of this tournament as a whole. And this set, for that matter. Nice dash attack comes out from King K. Rool, and we are even on 2 stocks. And with that connecting hit off of the restock, King K. Rool is at a 50% deficit. After a little bit of ledge pressure there, King K. Rool has made it back onto stage, and Mythra is going to sub out and let Pyra get some heavier hitting, connecting hits here. Nice down air to cause some shield pressure, and we have an up air as King K. Rool gets sent up onto that platform. Quickly jumps off that platform as it enters the blast zone and makes his way back to the right-hand ledge. And King K. Rool needs to be more willing to take that lower angle because he has some coverage with his up B propeller to prevent him from getting spiked by Pyra's down air. Nice shield on that Prominence Revolt, opens him for a jab and a forward tilt off the tech chase there. And that is going to put King K. Rool on top, 2 stocks to 1. Pyra, though, is looking to finish things off as quickly as she can and manages to do so with that up air. We are even at final stock, and until those rallying hits from Mythra, we had even percent. King K. Rool evening things back out there with a couple of retaliatory hits, including that dash attack. And another dash attack quickly coming out there from King K. Rool to put Mythra up in a very rough position. Up air coming out from King K. Rool. Mythra up, or Pyra now at 100%. Needs to find a killing blow here if she can. She has the power to do so, and that back air is going to spike Pyra onto that centered platform as it rolls in. She air dodges around the blunderbuss, which was probably the move that needed to happen there. Up smash from center stage isn't going to pick up a kill at this point. Prominence Revolt, though, is going to do so, and Pyra Mythra answering back, going up 2 games to 1. They could end things in this next match, but King K. Rool does have the counter pick advantage on his side, so let's see what he decides to do for Game 4. Byleth Cruise. Very interesting decision from King K. Rool. He likely wants to mix things up and potentially put Pyra Mythra in an area where they are going to be made very uncomfortable. King K. Rool, that is now the second time that you have rolled back into that blazing end. You need to be more cautious with that, especially because Pyra is very vulnerable when she is using that move. And King K. Rool really getting routed out here on his counter pick. That Prominence Revolt going to connect very powerfully. We have a down dash attack there, and that sends Pyra off into the blast zone, but Mythra able to come in and make her way back to the stage. Quick switch back over here to Pyra, and a neutral air does connect there above that central platform, and that up smash is going to put Pyra in the lead. A definite position that she wants to see herself in if they want to have progress in this tournament beyond top 8. King K. Rool really in a tricky position here. He does get the neutral air there and does not manage to get the blunderbuss punish. And again, that foresight coming out from Mythra causing some problems for King K. Rool. King K. Rool does get the back air and shortly thereafter follows up with a dash attack to finish out that first stock for Pyra. But Pyra is really taking a lot of advantage of these low-hanging platforms to hit above and mix up King K. Rool. K. Rool at a nice percent gets caught up in the smash flare there from Pyra, and Pyra getting caught up in the up B propeller as she goes after her sword. King K. Rool up at 115 needs to find an answer, again rolling into that flaming end, blazing end there. And Pyra dancing around looking for that kill opportunity, hasn't found anything just yet, and she gets caught up in a blunderbuss. King K. Rool making an interesting decision in turning around and shooting her back onto stage. I would have continued sending her out into the blast zone because though they hit very hard and are quite versatile, they have some limited recovery options, and Mythra with the chase down forward smash there at the ledge does manage to put them up an additional stock. King K. Rool with the 1-2-3 jab there. And Mythra getting an up air chain to pile on more percent onto King K. Rool. She gets a little too comfortable and ends up getting countered and then jumps right in to the blunderbuss cannonball. And that neutral air is going to finish off that second stock. We are now on a last stock situation. King K. Rool has a 35% deficit to make up. That blunderbuss and the chase down into a dash attack going to do really well. Forward smash ends up putting King K. Rool in the lead, but only by a little bit. Nice neutral air there. Down smash doesn't connect, but the forward air is going to. And Pyra has been caught up in that blunderbuss, sent way too far away with no jump to use as a resource. Excellent outplay by King K. Rool to force a Game 5 situation. And this is what I meant when I said that this is going to be a high-octane set. I knew that these two combatants were capable of taking us to the very limits of their abilities. However, Pyra Mythra has the counter pick going into Game 5, so King K. Rool definitely has his work cut out for him. Let's see who progresses to losers semifinals. Small battlefield for Game 5. I don't hate this decision. And King K. Rool has been taking advantage of the predictable Blazing End off the start of the match to get some additional chip damage in against his opponent. And that has worked out quite well, but he's currently being hounded at by Pyra here. And that up B does cover some of the punishing options that Pyra could have gone with. Blazing End is not going to cause any additional nuisances to King K. Rool. Gets caught in a partially charged Flame Nova. And an up smash from Mythra is not going to be the answer there. Now, Pyra is going to attempt to finish out this stock. Looks like she's fishing for a down air. She's not going to get it. And King K. Rool gets footstooled off the ledge jump, but the up tilt is going to be enough for Pyra Mythra, and that puts them in that advantage state that they were hoping to have. Nice Blazing End there, or not Blazing End, Flame Nova, and then a quick switch over to Mythra. And King K. Rool with the dash attack into absorbed Blunderbuss Cannonball. That was quite a flashy way to take a stock. And Pyra is going to get caught up and punished for using that Blazing End with a back air from King K. Rool. Blazing End going to connect again with King K. Rool. That has been a move that he has not found a concrete answer to and has not been able to punish thus far. Nice quick parry there from Mythra on that crown, but she gets hit by it twice on the next time that it's used. Back air sends Pyra far out and away. Mythra coming out to quickly make her way back to stage. And a little bit of a turbo teabag coming out there after making it back to stage. A bit of a taunt, which I did not expect to see from Mythra there. But she seems to be fairly comfortable with the position that she's in. And Pyra, making her way back, gets caught up in a forward air, or forward tilt, not forward air, that clap from King K. Rool, causing some problems, but she does make it back to stage. Flame Nova coming out. Blazing End is going to catch up King K. Rool as he attempts to recover a little bit higher than he has been in the rest of this set. And King K. Rool answering very aggressively off the restock with a back air to put us on both competitors' final stock of the set and someone's final stock of the tournament. Pyra is lagging behind in percent, but with an up smash and an up air, she manages to take the lead. Pyra makes it back to ledge, gets the grab and the back throw, gets an up tilt, gets a neutral air. King K. Rool needs an answer, gets caught up in the Flame Nova. Blazing End is going to catch King K. Rool off stage again. It does not have enough power to kill this time around. Pyra going for that down air, but I don't think this is a matchup in which she can get that as a punishing option. Up smash at ledge from King K. Rool does not connect, though he gets a dash attack. And King K. Rool is going to get that blunderbuss to connect again. And King K. Rool, against all odds with the off-stage connection of that cannonball, picks up the win and takes the set. King K. Rool with an absolutely monstrous display and finish. He will go on to play the winner of Robin and Ridley, or the loser of Robin and Ridley, and we will see the result of that match as well as Link Kazuya next week. Thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying this tournament series, please let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to leave a like, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.